Because he has a belief system of why he believes. And so he is journeying to destroy the believers. And so, but now he's about to experience something. Say experience. Experience. So you got to have an experience with God. See, sometimes you want people just to live on things that they have no experience with. People can operate and function in doing things just because you train them. Doesn't mean they're connected to it. But you have trained them to do it, but they haven't had an experience in it. So they don't know personally what's involved in what they have. They've just been trained to do it. They haven't had an encounter of an experience. But experiences can change the whole dynamics of how you think about a thing and what you believe in a thing. Because it's like, if you have never got shot before, somebody can train you to plug in a socket, plug in a socket. And you're like, ooh, it works. Plug it in and it works. Wow, ain't that something? So you plug it in and it works. So you don't have no real tie to it. Because you just plug it in the socket. When you stick your hand on electrical wire and it shocks you, there's an experience that connects you to the shock waves of electricity that lets you know that experience is real. And anybody asks you now, can electricity shock you? You're like, yes it can. Why? Because I had an experience of being shocked. I didn't just plug it in no more. Now I know the current that flows out of that thing that I had an experience with, that I know is traveling through that wire now, that I now can appreciate and honor. So experiences change the whole dynamics of how you perceive or think about something. See, you got to say, go deeper. Say, I'm trying to take this deeper, because you got to establish processes of movements so you can value and appreciate what you're connected to and what's sourcing you and what's resourcing you. But if you just stop at just certain parameters, you don't get the full intent of the value that's registered. And so you are fighting against things that have intended to bring value to you. You start fighting against stuff that and mishandling stuff that has been placed in the midst of you to bring a value to you, because you don't understand why it's there and why it's trying to access you and why it's, you don't understand that. So sometimes you start fighting against stuff that really has been intended to bring value to you, because you don't understand why it's been placed in the midst of you. And so here Paul is fighting against something that was to grace him with great favor. Fighting against this that had been intended to bring value to him, because he didn't understand it. He didn't know why it was here. So he journeyed to take everybody who came against him and called upon the Christ to bind them up and bring them to Jerusalem. But as he journeyed, he came near Damascus. And suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? He's going to catch a revelation of the power and the plan of God that God wants to place him in. He's coming to a place place where God is about to establish him into a revelation of a gospel truth, of a good news, of a revelation of God's plan. See, what's going to make the difference in the life of Paul is that he understands why. Why Jesus is important. Why is he important? When you begin to look at your life, why is Jesus of the gospel important? Right. What is the true value and worth of this gospel? See, we have minimized it because we have maximized emotions. We have caused the church to become glorified in emotions, but not in the depths of the truth of the value of what they carry. We think it's an emotional moment. Did you feel good? Yeah, honey, I felt good. Man, I felt good. Then after you leave out of here, you just don't have a clue of what you just obtained. You was emotionalized, but you wasn't empowered. We have to learn that we must become empowered and move beyond just emotions. That you are to carry something that becomes very significant and not just successful, of having gains of things. But your life must carry a significant, in other words, your life must carry a meaning to it, of importance, of value. I've looked up definitions, and I've been doing this for a while now, and I find out that success in the definitional never shows me significance. When I looked it up, it never showed me significance. It showed favor and great rewards and accomplishments and wealth and stuff. But when I looked up the word significant, it said having meaning and importance with success. So certain things has an incorporate value of greater than certain other things. In other words, you can get certain things that only brings you limitations of values. But if you get another thing, it can bring you the value of the thing that you thought you should have had or wanted to have along with it. Come on. So, somebody catch that. And sometimes we are distracted by getting this thing, but if we get this thing, it brings this thing with it. So sometimes you are reaching for stuff that limits you, but if you get the right stuff, it incorporates all the stuff. So what happens? We have caused the church to go after stuff. And we pursue the stuff, but we don't pursue the significance of the value of what we really have. And so the stuff becomes a design and desire through emotions to get this stuff. But if you understood the value of this other thing, then you would understand the stuff comes along with it. Because success never shows significance, but significance always shows success. Somebody. So what are you trying to get in life? And why are you trying to get it? What is it and what will it bring to you? We're trying to empower, not emotionalize people. Because when your empowerment comes, emotions will come with it. But emotions does not necessarily empower you. So if you get a hold of the right thing, you're going to see a shift of life that brings a dynamic greater than what you was challenging. Paul was challenging what was about to bless him because he didn't understand why he needed it. So I'm excited about my life now in a greater way, because I realize that the value system that I have now has greater significance of meaning to me than that superficial stuff that I thought I had to have. I thought I had to have this. Or if this wasn't happening, then I didn't have nothing. Or if this wasn't happening, I didn't have nothing. No, no. The value system now has changed because of what I have encountered shows me what value really is about my life. And it's not based upon the stuff I have, I don't have, in relationship to material goods. But it's what I have from eternity. So here Paul now, bring it in. Look at this. I hope you get something out of this. Yeah. Because see,